Hi everyone, for today's video, I'll be discussing to you the instructions, guidelines on how are you going to come up with the cross-cultural communication analysis. So this is one of the requirements that you will have in the subject of cross-cultural communication. So let's proceed. So for the procedures that you're about to have for the cross-cultural communication analysis is, of course, you need to select a situation first that you think will really depict an obvious presentation of cross-cultural communication that you think is an example of what we have discussed in the topic cross-cultural framework. So again, you need to select a situation that would really depict the cross-cultural communication influence based on what we have discussed in the cross-cultural framework. Next one, so after, trying to take a video of it, trying to take looking at what situation are you going to shoot. So next one would be your clear objectives. Why are you trying to take that situation? What do you want to show, to present, or discuss and explain by using that kind of situation? And that you think are in line with our discussion with the cross-cultural framework. So again, you need to set clear objectives on what are you focusing into the situation that you have presented. So next one would be, of course, is you need to gather background information. So based on the situation that you take in and take a video of it, of course, you need to look into background information of the people, present in the video or present in the situation, so that it's easy for you to analyze why they are interacting like that, why they are behaving like that, and why they are having that kind of presentation within the communication. So again, you need to gather background information so that it's easy for you to interpret about what is the situation all about. And then after that one, of course, to really look into the appropriateness and then trying to analyze about the situation. Of course, you need to view the video multiple times so that it's easy for you to analyze, trying to correlate with the background information and also with the situation that you try to record. And of course, after that one, you're about to transcribe the dialogue. Transcribe the dialogue based on your interpretation of the situation and the background information that you research about the people. Um, trying to characterize within the situation. Remember, the situation that you are about to take is somewhat not scripted. So it's the usual day-to-day activities and you're about to analyze. So next one, of course, is you need to identify the communication patterns. We have already talked about um, some communication patterns that you see into the cultural framework. So you need to look into those communication patterns, those verbal and nonverbal cues for you to understand and interpret what how do they behave, what are their values. How do they handle conflict? How do they put feedback and how they understand one another? So that it's easy for you to analyze the cultural context and language analysis, contextual understanding, and if there is conflict or misunderstanding, it's easy for you to look into it, trying to understand the root of the misunderstanding, understand the root of the context, understand their behavior, and understand also their response to the situation. And therefore, it's easy for you to understand the cross-cultural competence that the characters are portraying in the situation. So next one is, of course, after understanding the situation, of course, if you are about to reenact again the situation, what could be your recommendation for the improvement of the communication within the situation? And therefore, you can compare that one already with some of the best practices of other countries, other culture, other situational context, that for them to have a healthy communication and healthy understanding for a specific situation. So, of course, when you try to report or present your work, of course, we are about to watch the video, but at the same time, when you try to discuss it already, we wanted to see that you are just having like presenting it through clips. So you try to take a screenshot of it and then present what is it about. You try to analyze, try to present it and show us the analysis based on the screenshot of the video presented. And then after that one, of course, there will be reflection and discussion about the analyzed situation that you have presented to us. And of course, what's your conclusion and implication about it? So get conclusion about the taken situation, the taken into the looking into the cultural framework and so on. So let's move on. So the rubric for your cultural analysis presentation is of course, we will just have three criteria. Of course, the content having 25 points, language is 15 points, and then creativity is 10 points. So I would like to clarify only, previously I asked you to just have two situation, but now we'll be limiting it into one so that we will have a healthy um we will have an effective critical analysis of a certain situation, and it's easy for you to do background checking if you will just have one situation. So I guess that would be all for the cross-cultural communication analysis presentation. So for this one, I guess we're going to make it into a little bigger group. We'll have it like four members in a group. So I'll be asking Harvey Portento to be responsible in terms of dividing the class into four members in a group. So I guess that would be all, everyone, and I would like to see your presentation next meeting. Thank you.